Hello, and welcome to this flow practice. Today we are going to focus on some heat building in the thighs, as well as lengthening, stretching out the hip flexors from sitting, maybe at your desk for a lot of hours, or in the car, commuting, as well as the hamstrings. So there'll be emphasis on those muscle groups. I invite you to take a seated position to start, or if it feels better to be on your back, or in child's pose, you certainly can do that. If you're in a seated position, you can elevate yourself on a bolster or a block. We're going to start first with some breathing, some breath work, especially during, heading into the fall and the busy season of the holidays. Just trying to take time for yourself is super beneficial, and always coming back to our breath is where we can begin. So I invite you can close your eyes if you'd like, hands to your thigh or to your knees, one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, a couple different options for you. So this is 4, 7, 8 breathing. You take an in breath for 4, you hold for a count of 7, and you exhale out for a count of 8. Let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more times. Inhale, hold, out, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Just notice how you feel. Okay, readjust as necessary. We're going to start with, again, smaller movements. So from here, let your hips be heavy. We're going to just nod the head down and up. Just want to bring some attention to maybe some tight neck muscles, down and up. You're nodding yes to having a really good day, positive attitude. 1 or 2 more depending on what pace you're going at. And then you can just meet in the middle. We're in center, neutral. Then from here, we're going to go side to side. So you can exhale, turn, inhale back to center. You can do it all in one fluid motion, side to side. Again, whatever's calling out to you. Now you're shaking your head no to negative energy, things that don't serve you in this season. Good. I'm going to take 1 more each side here. And then meet back in the middle. Good. From here, I invite you to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. So now we're feeling this nice hold, stretch in the neck here. Now you can stay here. Maybe this feels good to you. If you'd like to add a little extra weight, you can bring that hand on top. Inhale. Just continue with a fluid breath, staying there. Or one other variation, you can turn your chin down towards your shoulder and feel more of the stretch up the back of the neck there. Good. 1 more breath. You can then gently release the hand if you took that option. Bring the head down and up through center. Good. Let's try that other side. So now left ear to left shoulder. And again, we just notice, is it extra tight on this side? Do you need to breathe a little bit deeper into these muscles here? Again, staying where you're at. You can add that hand on top. Please try not to force or pull down on your head. It's just a little added weight. Again, staying there, you can take a little turn of the chin towards the shoulder and just feel that stretch at the back of the neck. Breathe. Relax your shoulders, even the opposite one, really. Let it be heavy, pulling away. And then release that hand. If you took that option, bring it back through center. Awesome. From here, we're going to actually do a little bit of wrists. wrist work. So what you're going to do is grab your one wrist with your other hand. You're going to pull down on your wrist. Okay, so you actually should feel like this pull on your skin. And you're going to start to work your hand in a circular direction one way, then work it the other way. Keep pulling down as you're doing that. And this is just good for if you're typing a lot, whether it's on your phone or a keyboard, just bringing awareness to the muscles that are being probably overworked. Let's take the other side. So pull down and then find one direction. Good. And then the other. Awesome. Now bring your hands together, clasp them, and then you're just going to roll the hands and the wrists one direction, and then maybe you can roll the opposite. That makes you think a little bit. Good. And then from here, swing the hands out to the side, tense, 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 and then release. And then tense, 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 and release. Let's just take one more. Tense, tense, fist, 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 and release. Awesome. Now from here, working a little extra movement, you can bring your thumbs to the top of your shoulders, and you're just going to work these elbow circles. One direction. Think about a tall spine here. You're grounding through the hips. Let them be heavy. Now rotate the opposite direction. Good. A few more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice effort. Okay, from here, you're going to let those legs be long, or you're going to point through the toes and flex. Point and flex. Supporting yourself with your hands behind your back here. Tall spine. Again, just small movements, but your feet support you throughout the day. Just want to give them attention there. A few more. And release. Just find your sits bones again. You're going to take an inhale, reach up. And then exhale, twist to one side. Good. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up to the center, overhead, and then exhale, twist towards the other direction. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale, reach back to center, and then take a forward fold. You can reach for the shins, the toes, whatever accessible to you. I forgot to mention in the beginning, but I did grab, I have a resistance band. You could have a yoga strap, a towel, but we will use that in some stretching for the hamstrings and inner and outer thighs a little bit later. So you could certainly grab that and use it in this position if you need to. One more breath. And then from here, walk the hands up the legs. Swing those legs around. Let's bring it into a tabletop position, cat to cow. First, shoulders over the wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through that spine, look towards that belly button. Good. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, round. Good. Let's get a little bit more extra core stability here. Take one leg back. You're going to just tuck through the toe, just kind of rocks or shift forward and back. It should feel good on the hamstring here, the calf muscle. And then pulling your belly button up and in, reach the opposite hand forward. And then if you feel good to keep those hips nice and level, the neck and extension of the spine, you find your bird dog. Hold. Breathe. Good. One more breath. And then gently bring it back. Let's do the other side. Again, rotate out those wrists that we worked on. And then maybe again, rock forward and back. Feel the hamstring. Hold it. When you're ready, you can lift that back foot and lift the opposite arm forward. Find length, pull your belly button in. Back is nice and flat. As if you're balancing that nice hot cup of coffee or tea, whatever your go-to is this season. Inhale, exhale, One more breath. And then gently release. Good. From here, we're going to come into a knee plank. We're all going to stay there for a transition move that we're going to do from this move. So you're in shoulders over the wrists, on the knees. Your hips are forward. You're going to pull the knee into the elbow, extend the leg, pull back in, take it back. You could certainly do this on the toes if you'd like, but we are going to have the knee down eventually. You'll see why. Okay, Jenny, when you're ready. Knee pull, extend, in, back. 2 more. Knee pull, extend, in, back. 1 more. Knee pull, extend, hold it. Walk yourself back just slightly. You're going to take a side body stretch towards the extended leg. Inhale. Good. Then you're going to bring it to center, arms. So you're kind of like this. Yep. And now you're going to go over to the other side. It's a modified side plank. Good. So you're getting some really good side body stretches here. Waking up the hips a bit. Bring it back. 1 more time to this side. Good. And then gently bring the hands down. While we're in this position, you're just going to rock a little forward and back to wake up those inner thighs. As I mentioned, we'll get some extra stretches there in a second. Well, in a few minutes. Good. And then walk the hands further a little bit more so you can bring that leg back. So now you're back into your plank. Now we're going to do the other side. So other knee. So we pull the knee in, extend, bring it back in, bring it back together. 3 more like that. Knee pull, extend out to the side, in and back. Knee, extend, in and back. This one we hold. Knee, extend and hold. Walk yourself back towards your legs. Take the side body stretch one direction. Hand can be on the shin there. Bring it up to center. Stretch the opposite direction. Should feel really good. Reach all the way to the fingertips. Good. Bring it back. Reach the opposite way 1 more time. Excellent. From here, bring the hands down and then shift. I'm going to tuck my back toes of the knee that's bent to that leg to forward and back, inner thigh stretch. Good. And then from here, bring your hands forward a little bit more again. So you're in that knee plank position, and you're going to tuck those toes, and we're going to meet in downward facing dog. First downward facing dog. So from here, just pedal it out, head between the biceps. Use the hamstring, lengthening. Inhale, exhale. Good. Then find some stillness. And then from here, you're just gently going to walk the hands towards the feet to come into a forward fold. And then roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. Roll those shoulders down and back. We're going to take a little bit of flow here from a standing position. You're going to inhale, reaching your arms up overhead. You're going to sweep them back like airplane arms. And then bring it back up. So we're going to build a little heat through there, a little flow with breath, movement with breath. So just move in a way that feels good to your body. All right, inhale, reach the arms up. Find that length. And then exhale, fold. And then inhale, reach back up. And then exhale, fold. Airplane arms. Think about like the waves, okay? Like waves, nice and fluid. Go at your pace. A few more. Good. Give me 1 more fold. All right. Then we inhale, reach arms up overhead. Hold, maybe a little back bend if you'd like. And then swan dive over, forward fold. Then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step it back. From the knees or toes, lower down. You can come all the way down to your belly if you'd like. Upward dog or cobra. And then back to your downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, right leg lifts. You can flex that foot, pointing the toe down. And then exhale, pull your knee through, or your leg through, to a low lunge. So I'm going to uncurl the back foot. I'm going to rise up into my hip flexor stretch. Now we're going to make this a flow What's going to happen is you're going to pull your elbows down into cactus arms, and then you're going to bow over into a hamstring stretch. And we'll do that a few times. So inhale. Good. Exhale, pull down, hip flexor, and then forward fold over. And then inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. About 2 more times like that. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Awesome. From here, bring it back up. So we're going to do a similar movement, but now we're going to do it from a kneeling position. You're still going to work with that right leg forward. So you're going to do that lat pull down. Your glutes, I'm actually going to tuck both of my toes. So your glutes come down towards your heels. And then as you inhale, reach up, you're going to step your right foot out to the side. So it's not necessarily straight forward. It's more to the side. You're going to open up your hips, and you're going to come into that position, and then you come back down. Join me when you're ready. We pull down. 2, inhale, reach, step out, and then down. 2, inhale, try it again. Pull back, squeeze your shoulder blades. This is working our posture. Inhale up, pull down. It's almost like a little bit of a warrior 2 stance in a kneeling position. Down, 2, inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale. How about one more time? You're also getting a nice stretch in the toes. Down, 2, up, and take a hip flexor stretch. Inhale back to center and bring it down. From here, find your downward dog. Good. Ripple forward into that high plank. We'll take that option for that vinyasa. Knee your toes, lower down, hug those elbows into your ribs. Upward dog or cobra. Back to your downward facing dog. Let's get that other side. So inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, pull that leg all the way through to find your low lunge. So knee over the ankle. We rise up, reach the arms up overhead. Again, your flow, you're going to bring it down. You're going to reach, and then you're going to fold over that front leg. Join me when you're ready. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Slight bend in this leg or the knees so we don't lock out the joints. Inhale. Exhale, cactus arms. Open up that chest. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull. Inhale. And hamstring stretch. Let's just do one more for good measure. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Awesome. Bring it back. And then from here, we bring, again, the knee back. We're still going to work with that left side. Tuck your toes. Arms reach over ahead. And we're going to come back into that lat pull while the glutes come down to the heels. Let's begin. We pull down. 2. Inhale, reach. Step that left leg out to the side. Down. 2. And reach. Bring it back. Pull. 2. Reach, step it out, 2, and bring it back. Again, pull down, 2, find length. As you step out, feel the hip flexor, the hip open, bring it back. One more time, down, 2, reach, step out to the side, bring it back to center, and release. Awesome, hands come forward, find your plank. To downward dog. Good. Ripple forward into your plank. Chaturanga, knees or toes. Upward dog or cobra. Back to your downward facing dog. Good. Inhale. Exhale out. We're going to go right into our next series for time's sake. So you're going to inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, you can bend that knee, maybe open up the hip here, the hip opener. And then exhale, pull that leg all the way through. Stay lifted this time. You're going to have that front foot forward. You're going to let that back heel drop. You're going to come into warrior 2. Okay, so you're going to rise up. Windmill those arms. Warrior 2. Right leg is forward. Okay. So we're going to have that similar down to up to. Okay, so from here, bring your arms out. Find your warrior two first. Inhale, exhale. And now we take it up, two, lengthen that front leg, and down, two, and up, two, press down, two more, up, two, down, two, one more, up, two, down, two, and hold. Bring your hands to your hips. You're going to lengthen that front leg. You're going to turn the feet so that they're parallel to each other. You can have the toes facing front towards me. Inhale, maybe a little back bend. And then exhale, bring it halfway, hold. Feel those hamstrings, slight bend in the knees. Take another inhale. And then exhale, fold. Good. Similar to that flow that we found at the top of our mat with our arms, you're going to do a similar move here. So you're going to start to bend into one knee and then the other. And you're just going to let those arms be heavy, sweeping side to side. So here's our inner thigh stretch. Pay a lot of attention to our legs. Good. Maybe one or two other each side. And then when you got that, bring it back to center. Hold the stretch like a hamstrings. This time, take opposite elbows. And maybe you find figure eight. A little right gal, side to side. Whatever's calling out to you. Let that head be heavy. Any tension you're holding on to, just let it go. Good. And then find stillness. Inhale, take a little halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands to your hips and then just bring it up. One vertebrae at a time. Bring it back to your warrior two. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale. And then exhale, windmill those arms. Set the foot back and you're off to your vinyasa. Lower down, upward dog or cobra. Back to your downward facing dog. All right, let's get that other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Maybe bend into the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, bring that leg all the way through to your runner's lunge. Back leg is lifted. Okay, plant your back heel, rise up. Warrior two. Just gonna turn it around. So stay with your left leg forward. Good, let's find that tempo here, 2 by 2. We take an inhale up, 2, press down, 2, again, up, 2, press down, 2, 2 more, up, 2, down, 2, 1 more, up, 2, down, 2, hold. Take a breath, hands to your hips. Bring it back to that. Your feet are facing forward. We're going to that same flow again from the lateral lunge with those inner thighs. So we take an inhale. Look up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold to halfway. Feel your core engage, hamstrings. Take another inhale. Exhale, fold. Nice job. And then from here, we come down to that lateral lunge on one side and then the other. And then start to find movement with breath. Let the arms be heavy, sweeping the floor side to side. Hamstring. Good. And then one or two each side, yes. Find center. Hold. Take a forward fold, legs lengthen, but still have a slight bend there. Let your head be heavy. And then again, finding similar movement here, grabbing opposite elbows and rocking side to side, but now feeling it more in the back of the legs versus the inner thighs. Still going to feel the inner thighs in that wide-legged stance. Good. From here, release the hands down towards the floor. So just take another chest expansion. Hands come back behind the back. Interlace. Again, shake your head, yes and no. How we started class. This time, you're just going to gently bring it up one vertebrae at a time. Maybe a slight little back bend. Gently release the arms. Come back into your warrior two. Hold for breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring that hand down to frame that foot. Step it back to your plank position, and you're off to your last chaturanga. Lower down, elbows hug into the ribs, upward dog or cobra. Back to your downward facing dog. Good. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Take an inhale. And then exhale, bring the knees down. Find your child's pose. Sit the butt back towards the heels. Let the hips be heavy. Stretch the arms forward. Here's where we're going to come into our mat work. On our backs next. Take this moment to honor yourself thus far for giving it your best through this practice. Good. And then from here, you can walk the hands back towards the legs. Bring the legs around, sweep them around. Have your towel or strap or resistance band handy as we come to our backs to stretch out our hamstrings and our thighs a bit further. So from here, your legs can be long. You're going to bring your right knee into your chest just to loop that strap or band or towel around the arch of your right foot. So here's where we start. Since I have a band, it's a little bit more of a give to it versus a strap. So just be mindful too that you don't flex your foot too much, that your strap could come and hit you in the face. Okay. Now from here, your left leg is long. Try to keep that hip grounded to the floor. Left arm can come out to the side, and you're just going to gently let the right leg fall out to the side. I like to bring my elbow down towards the floor just to kind of help support. Still flexing through my foot. Letting that leg be heavy, but I'm not allowing my whole body to turn with it. I want to ground through that left side. Come back to your breath. With every exhale, could you let go a little bit more without compensating the other side of the body? Good. One more breath. On your next inhale, you're going to inhale and bring that leg back towards center. Switch your hand grips. Now the left hand grabs the band or towel or strap. Right arm out to the side. Still flexing through that right foot. And now it comes across the body. Now you should be feeling the stretch in the outer thigh. So your outer hip, thigh, glute. And breathe. It's a really good stretch for runners. IT bands can tend to get pretty tight. Again, be mindful that you're not like lifting that right hip off. Keep it grounded. Inhale. Exhale. On next breath, bring it back to center. Take a little extra stretch for that hamstring so you can lift your head off of the mat. Hook up on that strap. Just avoiding the crunch here on my end, but you can certainly do that to get a little bit deeper into the stretch. And then gently release. From here, an easy switch is you can just bring that left foot up to meet the right. And now let that right leg go long. Left leg straight. Okay. So we do the same on the other side. So let's start with the inner thigh first. So you're going to have that right arm straight up to the side. Your right hip is grounded down. Keep it there. And then I'm going to bring my left elbow down to the mat. And I'm just going to gently let that left leg fall up to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you can drop a little bit lower. Shaking's good sometimes. Be mindful of what your shoulders are doing here. Are you holding your breath? Always come back to the breath to help you. One or two more breaths where you're at. And then from here, you're going to inhale, bring that leg back to center. Switch the arms here. So right hand grabs the band or strap. Left arm goes out to the side. Left foot is still flexed as you bring it across the body to stretch out your IT band, outer thigh, glute. And we breathe. Gaze can step to the ceiling, or it can look the opposite direction if it feels okay for your neck. One more breath. You're going to inhale, bring that leg back to center. Take a little extra hamstring stretch. Maybe you lift the head and shoulders off the mat. And then gently release. Good. From here, let's just take a little figure 4 stretch. So the right leg comes on top, figure 4. You can stay here with the foot down, pressing the thigh away, just not right directly on the knee. Or you can grab behind that left hamstring. Just gets a little bit more of the glutes, still a bit of the outer thighs there. Little ankle circles, we could do joints. You can even take an extra hamstring stretch here by lengthening that leg that's you're grabbing the hands behind. So it would be left here if you have your right leg on top. And then exhale, release. And then you just go over to that other side. And then grab behind that hamstring if you want to get a little bit deeper. I also think about this opposition, like I'm pressing my top leg away as I bring my bottom leg a little bit closer. Staying here if that serves you. If you want a little extra hamstring, you can take that leg straight to the ceiling. And one more breath. And then gently release. Last little flow here. We'll stay with the right leg first. So as you reach the arms overhead, your right leg's going to reach straight. And then as you pull the arms forward, the right knee comes into the chest. And then we inhale, lengthen. And then we pull the knee towards your chest, but you aren't doing necessarily a crunch with it. You're just pulling the knee in. So doing that a couple times. And inhale, lengthen. And exhale, pull. And inhale, lengthen. Just one more. Exhale, pull. And inhale, lengthen. Let's switch the legs. So now the left leg extends as the arms reach overhead. And exhale, pull left knee in. And inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. A few more. We'll just take our last posture or pose, which will be a bridge one, just to stretch out those hip flexors one last time. Give me one more here, knee pull. And inhale, lengthen. Bring the knees in, or the heels in towards the glutes. Knees bent, hands can be at your side. Palms down would be best. And then when you're ready, you press those hips up towards the ceiling, lengthening. You can even take a clasp with the hands underneath to get a little extra chest expansion. Breathe. Keep holding, keep lifting, keep pressing those heels through the floor. Maybe lift your toes. Last breath. As you exhale, release the hands if you took that option. Gently bring the hips down. Maybe take a little rock side to side or like windshield wiper your legs. Good. And I invite you to bring the knees into the chest. Give them a good little hug. Maybe rock side to side along that low back. And then from here, you can rock over to the sideline, wherever way you want to get to our starting position, where you're in a seated position here. Good. If you have the time and you'd like to take Shavasana on your back, by all means, please do that. Let the ground support you. Let your body be heavy and just give a couple of moments of silence and breath work to yourself. Hands at your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Release. On this next one, inhale, reach up. Palms come to touch to heart center. Much gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for that practice. I hope you feel your hips, hamstrings, hip flexor a little bit more open and lengthened. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.